Jay.
Yes.
Oh, Dan.
Oh no.
Amateur hours.
I mean, hey, it's...
Six-speed M Sport package, 2012 with just over 44,000 miles. This 335 convertible. It's low ownership history and is getting ready to be listed here today. Le Mans blue metallic over an oyster interior. This guy will not last long. This is the lowest mileage 3-pedal E93 that we've had this year, and we are proud to offer it. Check this one out.
What's this car in for?
Trouble, Jay?
I'm trying to start a little trouble, Sean. What you doing to this thing?
Replacing some failed trailing arm bushings.
Ah. Can't have some failed trailing arm bushings. That's what we got Sean for. This is a custom suspension. That doesn't look stock.
The rear shock is not.
She's clean. Nothing like a bad E46 M3.
Hey, welcome back. So last week we took a look at some of our 5 Series, the F10 535s that we have recently added to inventory. Some of them have very low miles, and some of them are just incredibly well optioned. This one specifically has been a favorite of ours. This is a full individual custom build. The original owner, and it is a one-owner car, took the time to custom build and option this one out. It has a pyrite brown exterior, and on the interior, has really beautiful matching extended leather, premium seating. Let's take a look. So here on the interior, you have a beautiful brown Napa leather. Of course, with the M Sport package, you get the contrasting black headliner, M Sport steering wheel, 21-way adjustable seats, heated, extended leather dash. So the leather comes up the dash, up to this custom wood. This was chosen by the previous owner. And then of course, to tie it off, you have the Harman Kardon premium audio system. Although this is a 535, this car in many ways feels like a M5. It is so well optioned. In these 5 Series, if you're looking for a daily driver, something comfortable to go on a long road trip, this is it. Incredible comfort, incredible high quality materials, and overall just an impressive ride. Check out the back.
All right, so we're about to take a ride in this beautiful M3.
All right, welcome back. This is a 2011 E93, so that's the 3-piece hardtop convertible M3. This is the 4th generation of the M3, and it sports the S65 4-liter V8. And they came in 2 different flavors. They came in a dual clutch transmission, super smooth, and a 6-speed manual. And it's a hard decision, honestly, between the two. The S65, obviously it has its Achilles heels and normal maintenance items, which, let's be honest, most of those items are a fraction of the price of the car new, and it's just general maintenance, but we'll get into that in a second. This one, being a 2011, is a facelift or LCI update unit, and these guys are fun. They rev out to just over 8,000 RPM. So the 3rd generation M3, the E46 M3, you had a high-strung inline-6, high revving, and he had an automatic gearbox or a SMG, a hydraulic gearbox, and that guy was, well, for lack of a better word, touchy, jerky. So when BMW introduced the E90 M3, they fixed it and they put the dual clutch in, and it's much smoother because you don't have a lot of low-end torque. It's really comfortable for daily driving. You could put anybody in this car, throw it in automatic mode, and it would drive like a normal car. You wouldn't know that you're in a 400 horsepower performance sedan. So again, 3 variants: coupe, convertible, and sedan. The sedan was, of the 3, were the least amount made. If you have a 6-speed sedan or a 6-speed competition package sedan, wheels and a suspension package, basically. That was the rarest. So this guy, an E93 and a dual clutch, it's meant for cruising. You can drive it hard if you want to, and of course it has the 3-piece hardtop, which is nice. You don't get all the negatives of a convertible top, and you get all the positives. Top down, minimal noise. They do rattle a little bit, but overall it's a pleasant experience. So I'm letting the oil and everything come up to temp, and then we will get down to the highway and do a couple reps. But let's talk about the M button. So the E46 M3, you had a sport button, and all that did was basically tighten up your throttle response. The M button on this guy is a little different. So if you go into your iDrive system here and configure your M drive, so at the push of a button, I call it the me button because it's what we like, what I like, you can configure many different settings. Steering, throttle response, suspension, the aggressiveness of the transmission, all that in the flick of a button. So we're going through downtown Raleigh, the busiest part of the city, and I have it in automatic mode. It's comfortable, right? It's really comfortable.
I'm enjoying it.
Really comfortable. If you were in an E46 M3 with the SMG, you'd be nauseous, to put it plainly. You know, if you're not looking at a pre-LCI E90 M3, if you're looking at a 11, 12, or newer E90 M3, you're right around the same price point as an E46 M3, so it's really to each their own. I prefer an E46 M3 over this, but I feel like I can have a lot more fun with the E46 M3. I'm not tracking a car. And again, between the 6-speed and the DCT, it's a hard choice. I mean, the dual clutch transmission, look how fast.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Really fast.
Oh, wow.
Super quick.
Wow.
Super quick. And you have to wind it out. You really have to wind this car out. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. The G's, man. The G's.
It pulls. They pull and pull and pull and pull. Makes you sound like a star. Oh, look, an E46 M3. Is that? Nope.
They're getting it.
Yeah. Usually if we see an E46 M3 around here, we've sold it, but not today.
All right.
If you're ever worried about merging, you're okay. Isn't that nice?
I love it.
And I was maybe 6,000 RPMs. You still had another 2 to go before red line.
I love it.
Really incredible. Good brakes.
Yes. Yeah, brakes are great.
Strong brakes. That's a hell of a car. It sounds incredible. Blip. Blip.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, no, I sound like a pro. Okay, here we go. Red light. Top down. 73 degrees. It is prime time. Go down. Ready?
Do it. Woo! Even better. Even better. With the top down.
Oh.
Yes. Well, like Bruce Almighty and just part the cars. Get out of the way.
Celine.
Yes, sir.
That's actually a good question. So
nice.
my poster car was a Viper, GTS Viper. What was your poster car?
I'm gonna say definitely a Porsche Carrera GT.
A Porsche Carrera GT. There you go.
The most unattainable car I could think of back then when I learned.
The clutch cost 45 grand.
Yeah, that clutch is. Oh man, I've heard too much about it. Look at this thing. And we're back. Woo.
And that's it. checked out the E90 M3. I'd still rather have an E46 M3.
You guys want to know about this car? You want to see that car next?
Beep. Oh yeah, we need to go through that.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, I want to show you a really special car. This is a 1977 911S. This car was originally a Sebring green color. We have the certificate of authenticity. It is now white on cork with a full stack of ownership records and service records dating back to the 70s all the way to the late 1990s into the 2000s. Phenomenal car, phenomenal history. But first, we gotta take a first spin. Let's hop in. So in the interior, you have a full cork interior, which was just redone a few years ago. Full interior reupholstery. The original color is apple green or Sebring green. I think it's P6 is the paint code. And in the 80s or 90s, it looks like it had been repainted to a white color. White on cork. Classy. This car just belongs on the one over in California. All your gauges work, everything is functional. Has a updated Continental head unit. No air conditioning. You don't need it. And we have the lucky, oh yeah, roll down windows. Yes. We are going to be taking this car and it's going to be going live near the end of the week on P-Car Marketplace. So it's going to be up for auction. An auction site like P-Car Market to find the next caretaker for this guy. Turns a lot of heads. Back in '99, it had a full engine rebuild by Paul Weir, really well-known engine builder. All the documents for that are in the binder as well. That service today probably would be upwards of $20,000+. What you think? Classy, isn't it?
I mean, when you look at everything around you,
The dash.
the material, oh, that's so soft. Oh my goodness,
All
that's
done.
soft. That's what makes it, man.
My watch.
Relax reminder.
My watch.
Dave's excited.
Dan is excited.
I mean, Dan, yes. Dan, I'm so excited I'm calling you Dave. Oh, this is
I am
nice.
too, clearly. My watch is telling me
It
that
is.
I'm a little stressed.
This is something you have to experience in person. I'm glad I'm not the one sitting at home watching this on YouTube for a change. I get to actually experience this thing. This is beautiful. I mean, come on. How could you not like this? It's a Porsche. It's definitely a Porsche.
It is quintessential Porsche.
You know, fun fact, this is my first time riding
What?
in a Porsche.
What?
Yes.
Jay.
Yes.
Oh, Dan.
Oh no.
Amateur hours.
I mean, hey, this is
Amateur
not
hours
a
over
car that you drive every day.
No, this is the first time I've driven this guy.
Oh,
So I am learning this one.
it's okay then.
That's it. One stall. There we go.
Nice,
Smooth.
nice.
This is so classy.
It is, man.
Tons of receipts and records. I wonder how many of these Survivor cars come with records like that. It's interesting. What a car. Oh, this is awesome.
I'm really in love with the interior.
Yeah. Oh, it's classy.
Gosh, man.
Honestly, what you need is a set of dash timers. Have you seen dash timers?
No.
All right, if you're a true car guy, you know what a dash timer is. So right there on the dashboard,
Yeah.
either a Hoyer, Breitling make one? Anyway,
Breitling.
needs a set of dash timers for your
Oh,
laptop.
yeah.
It's just classy. He's
Oh,
so
man.
classy.
It's beautiful.
My best friend, his father had a 57 Garrett, shout out. had a 57 Chevy Bel Air, and he taught us how to drive manual on a hill by our house, just like this one.
Ooh, on a hill.
In the 57, and this just reminds me of it. Struggles. And the clock works too.
Nice.
That's neat. For you watch guys, you need a PVD Porsche design military watch to go with this car.
Is that a little product placement there, Dan? No,
Maybe.
because you're not sponsored.
Nope.
This feels good to ride through this part of town.
Isn't that awesome?
And this. It's nice.
This is sweet.
It is nice. Are you guys enjoying this, by the way? If so, be sure to subscribe.
Come into P-Car Marketplace here, end of the week.
There you go.
It could be yours.
It could be. Yeah.
I don't like a lot of Porsche seats. I don't like the 996. I don't like the 997. I don't like the buckets. I'm tall, I have wide shoulders. They pinch my shoulder blades in. These seats are really comfy.
Let's do it.
Getting used to the engagement point. There we go. I have more fun driving this thing than the M3 we just got out of. Seriously.
See, with this car, I mean, it's a car, and it still performs. I mean, it's a different drive. It's not something you're accustomed to today.
It's art.
Yeah.
You're driving art, right? It's like any
Yeah.
classic car. You're driving a period in history for the automobile.
Right.
It's timeless.
And there's a feeling that comes with riding in and driving this car. So that is definitely the difference.
And, I mean, Porsche is so good at doing this, but the 911 has always looked, it's always recognizable as a 911.
Yeah, I mean,
If you look at an E30 M3,
we didn't even talk about that yet. The look of this car is just so iconic. From video games to just real life. I mean, yeah, you see it, you recognize it. You respect it.
If you look at a 80s or 90s M3, and then you look at a 2020 M3, they don't look the same. But a 911,
Right. Great point.
that's part of the magic of Porsche.
It's got it now.
Now I got it.
It's beautiful. On a beautiful day. Nice.
That's the highlight of the day. So this is the binder that we received with the car for the 911S, and we'll just briefly go through it. But what's really impressive, this is the latest service all the way back to the original motor vehicle division for Gary Shoemaker in Medford, Oregon. I'm assuming this is the original envelope that he received with the title of registration when he bought the car. Porsche dealership out west, probably the first service. All these records in the car, all the way till today. And that's what makes this car really special. In 1977, I've gone through all the records and basically itemized, but in 1977, Gary Shoemaker in Oregon bought it. The last record we have of Gary owning the car is in 1982. Then in 85, Barbara and Don Atchison in Oregon bought the car. 92, some 7-8 years later, they traded it into a dealer. And in 94, Pat Moore in Vancouver, Washington owned it. September of 96, Michael Freeman owned the car and then moved to San Antonio, Texas. And the last record for him was in 2002. In 2005, Jerry in Arizona owned the car. And then in 2006, Michael Treader owned the car in Arizona. So you've got Oregon, Washington, Texas, and Arizona. We're gonna get the car up on a lift, take photos, clean it. We just had the car go through a detail. And then later on today, our good friend Dan is going to be taking professional photographs. One record that I want to show you, well, two things stand out. One, Paul Weir, well-known gentleman who infamously wore white coats inside the facility to rebuild engines, did a full rebuild on the engine in the late 90s, and we have all the records for that service here. This is a mileage book. Check this out. A gas receipt, $1.49, and this was back in 97. With that, we have a mileage log. I don't know if you ever remember, but I don't think my grandparents ever kept a mileage log, but this is a motor vehicle mileage log. And this was during Mike Freeman's ownership, but he wrote every time that he got in the car, the date, the miles, and where he was going. Now, let's flip to the last entry, and if you're under the age of 18, earmuffs. But August 20th, he went to go see Anna at 86,000 miles, and well, his purpose of business was, yeah. So, he got one last good ride in.
Winner!
Thanks again for checking out one of our videos. Here at Atlas Motor Company, our BMW inventory gets refreshed every single week. We're gonna have fresh new content for you on a weekly basis. If you like what you guys saw, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you get alerts, and we'll see you next time.